Hi everyone, welcome to this chat with Deb. I'm a blogger and a teacher from Wisconsin, and each month I'm going to be sharing with you some tools or a tip or a website that you can use to take back to your classroom to help with technology integration. And these ideas that I'll be sharing with you are off of my blog, Sharing Technology by Deb Norton. So the idea that I'm sharing with you today is called Kahoot, and Kahoot is a student response system. I recently shared Kahoot with my colleagues and they absolutely loved it. So to get Kahoot, you're going to open a tab and go to getkahoot.com. Kahoot is free, so what you want to do is sign up for your free account. I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my username and password. So let me tell you as I'm signing in that students do not need an account to use Kahoot. Only the teacher needs to have an account. And once Kahoot opens up, you're going to notice that it's going to be real easy to create a new Kahoot right here. And there's three kinds of Kahoots you can create: a quiz, a discussion, or a survey. I find they're all pretty similar. They're multiple choice questions that students answer. I should mention that in order to use Kahoot, the teacher does need to be able to project the quiz onto either a smartboard or a screen, and the students will need a device to take the quiz to show their answers. That device can be any device that connects to the internet, so an iPad, an iPod, a cell phone, a laptop, whatever device you have available. Even a Kindle would work for this. So let me show you how easy it is to create a quiz on Kahoot. To begin with, we're going to create a quiz about Martin Luther King Jr. Since January is the month to celebrate cultural diversity on Teachers Engage, I thought this would be the perfect quiz for us to make. So to begin, right here I'm going to type in my title and hit go. One of the things that Kahoot lets you do is put an image onto your quiz. So all I have to do to add an image is go right here where it says choose file. I already have an image that I've chosen for my first question, and it's going to upload that image for me. And I found this on Google Images. It is a copyright free to use and share image. Now for question 1, I'm going to type in what I want to say right here, and then I'm going to put my choices or my answers down below. One nice feature is that if I don't want to have 4 choices, I can just delete one and only have 3 choices, or I could add more choices if I wanted. And the last thing I have to do, now that I asked where was Martin Luther King Jr. born, and I have 3 choices, is to tell which one is the correct choice. So I'm going to click here to show that that one is correct. And now I can go ahead and add another question. So again, I can choose an image. You don't have to put images on, but you can. It makes it a little more fun, and images are kind of nice for the kids. So now I'm going to ask another question. So I ask the question, what is King's father's profession? I have my 3 choices. I'm simply going to mark the one that's correct. I'm not going to put any more questions in right now. You can see how easy this is. So I'm going to go ahead to the next part, which is if you wanted to reorder your questions. If you have a bunch of questions, you can just simply click the arrows and put them in a different order. The next thing I'll do then is give the settings for my quiz. So you can see here I chose the language. The privacy setting I'm leaving public, so in case you or anybody else wants to use this quiz that I made, you could search it and use it for yourself. It's for school audience. It's about a difficulty level of intermediate. I gave a short description, and the last thing I really want to do is make some tags. Tags are really nice in case you want to easily find a quiz. You can search either Martin Luther King Jr. or search January, and this quiz will be found through those tags. So now I'm going to click here. I could make a cover image for my quiz if I wanted to. I'm just going to skip that for now and click done. And now that I've done this, my quiz is ready to be played. You can also preview it or edit it. Well, now that you've seen how easy it is to make a quiz, I'm going to show you another quiz that I made. It's just called Get to Know Mrs. Norton, and I made this so my students would get used to using Kahoot for the first time. I'm going to click on this quiz and open it up, and I'm going to show you a really cool feature called Preview. Preview lets you play a quiz, and it lets you see what it would look like to the student and to the teacher, and you're just kind of playing with your quiz rather than actually using it. So I'm going to preview this quiz for you. It says your Kahoot is now loading, What I'm waiting for is to get a pin, because if you look here, this is like the student device right here, okay, and the students need to put in a game pin. So I'm going to hit launch, and it's going to in just a second give me a game pin. I can see right here it's getting ready. Okay, there's my pin. So on the student devices, they would need to enter this pin. Notice I have music playing in the background during the time that the students are loading the quiz, which is kind of fun. And I'll also have music playing during the quiz. Now the student would just simply hit enter, and then it's going to ask them for a nickname. I'll just use my real name here, and I'm going to join the game. On the teacher's end, the teacher can see when students have joined. All the students will be listed right here and show up. Alright, so now I'm going to start my quiz. You do have to have a student entered to start your quiz. This is Get to Know Mrs. Norton. The first question is, what is Mrs. Norton's dog's name? You can see here there's 4 choices, and they go by the colors and the shapes. And the students have to figure out which one they think, so they will go ahead and click. And it says I got it correct. My dog's name is Wrigley. I got 850 Kahoots, and I'm now in first position, which is easy to do when you're the only one taking the quiz. And you can also see visually in front of the room, the kids can see how many students entered each choice. Let's click next. It also shows like a leaderboard. It'll show who has how many Kahoots and who's in the lead. The kids love trying to be in the lead. We're going to hit next and go to the next question. So where did Mrs. Norton go to college? Notice the kids have a time limit as to how much time they have to answer it, and you have control over that setting of how many seconds they actually have. Also, the points are awarded by how quickly you answer. So I'm going to click blue here. The quickest person to get the right answer gets the most Kahoots, which is also kind of fun. So you can see here, again, visually it shows how many people entered each choice. And if I click next, I can see I'm in the lead right now with 1,650 Kahoots. So you can see how cool the preview is for the students, or for the teacher to be able to preview a quiz. Now, if you were doing this Kahoot in front of your classroom, you would not use the preview mode. Instead, you would use play. And when you click play, it'll open up just the teacher view, which you're projecting in front of your classroom, and your students actually have to go to a different site. Students go to Kahoot.it. So let me show you what that looks like. If a student's on a device and they type in Kahoot.it, they get the student screen, which looks like the one we saw a minute ago, where you have to enter your game pin and your nickname. So remember, the teacher is on getkahoot.com, but students go to Kahoot.it. Let me show you one more great feature of Kahoot. I'm going to click on this tab right here that's public. One of the best parts of Kahoot is the community of people that you can spend some time with, because in this community many different people have created all different kinds of quizzes that they're willing to share with you. And so you can take any of these quizzes and use them for yourself. But another great feature is, I'm going to click on the Me tab again. If I have a quiz and I really want to share it with somebody, I can click this share button, and right here I can type in up to 10 different people's usernames or their names and share this quiz with them. My colleagues and I have been sharing quizzes with each other ever since we learned about Kahoot, and it's a great way to collaborate together as a team. Well, that's it. Kahoot is that easy. I hope you're willing to give it a try. I will put a link to my blog post in case you have further questions. My blog post might answer those. Or if you have a question and you just want to reach out to me, you can reach out to me through the Teachers Engage website, or through my blog, or through email. Please feel free to let me know if you enjoyed this chat with Deb, and if you give Kahoot a try, let me know how you feel about it and how it went. So until next time, have a great day, and we'll chat soon. Bye.